North Korea defying its enemies and allies, claiming that it detonated a hydrogen bomb. Hi, everyone. I'm Gretchen Carlson, and this is The Real Story. Kim Jong-un, well, he's signing the order to explode the device at the country's underground testing facility. And though the seismic activity is confirmed, many, including the United States, well, they're not really sure it was actually a hydrogen bomb, which would be stronger than uranium or plutonium. The UN Security Council condemned it today. The Pentagon already says there should be consequences. Here's what the White House had to say just moments ago.
Any kind of nuclear test, like the one that North Korea conducted last night, is provocative and a flagrant violation of United Nations Security Council resolutions, not just one, but any number of them. And based on reports of that nuclear test, both the United States and Japan called an emergency United Nations Security Council meeting. That meeting did recently conclude, and the result of that meeting was that additional measures against North Korea would be considered.
Well, North Korea had a busy year defying their enemy they call the warmongering United States. Back in May, they test-fired a ballistic missile from a sub. On December 3rd of last month, satellite images showed North Korea excavating a new tunnel at its main nuclear site used today. 8 days later, they claimed to have a hydrogen bomb, but no one believed that. Until today, when they claimed to have detonated that device. Well, North Korea's nuclear provocation sparking reaction on the campaign trail. Hillary Clinton issuing a statement and facing fire from Republican rivals. Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry, live in Henderson, Nevada. So, Ed, we're getting new reaction now from Clinton on North Korea, but might this come back to haunt her, and in what way?
Well, you're right, Gretch, because foreign policy was supposed to be a strength for Hillary Clinton. She is now scrambling after this potential nuclear test because her national security credentials are under fire. She served under President Obama, obviously, as Secretary of State. She's just put out a statement, as you noted, defending the fact that she was a critical part of the president's so-called pivot to Asia. She says China needs to do a lot more here to push back against North Korea. She goes on in the statement to say, quote, threats like this are yet another reminder of what's at stake in this election. We need a commander-in-chief with the experience and judgment to deal with a dangerous North Korea on day one. Various Republican candidates out this hour saying they agree with Clinton, but that she is not the candidate to fill that role. Listen.